Women's participation in public arena is being pursued, making sure that we are presented in political and economic domains. For example, naman natong gihambal ko agi nang sa subong ang dominant na bayan kay tungod ara na sila ka-participate na sila sa mga political and economic. For example, sa matag ginapa ang kanya gingambal nga may mga mayors na kita nga mga bayi. This inclusion women's technology is also added to development target because technology can be used for empowered women and create more equitable society. Kaya sa subong hindi lang laki ang, di ba, for example sa IT subong, di ba kinahanglan na sang sagad sa mga technology, hindi lang laki lang ang sagad sa mga specific nga field, kundi ang mga bayi man kaya man nila obrahon ang ina activity. The last target is the trust to social welfare and social protection for all. Sa una ang mga bayi dira lang gid sa sulod sang balay. So ang laki lang gid ang mangita sa mga braso subong nangin dominant na ang bayi tungod ang iban niya mga, for example sa iban niya mga household ang bayi na ang kapangita sa obra compare sa laki. Consistent them in these international guidelines as call for legislation, policies, and programs that promote gender equality and the empowerment of women and girls. Now nag-develop ang SDG sa mga programs and policies nga ga-protect sa girls and as women kag may ara nga international guidelines for promote gender equality around the world.
Okay, let's move on to laws and policies for women in the Philippines. Excuse me. Filipino women have been active participants in almost every aspect of positive social change in the Philippines. So, we know nga diri sa Pilipinas mas empowered katama ang mga babayi unlike sa ibang nasyon. The current laws protecting Filipino women's rights are testaments to our foremothers' determination to fight for gender equality. So, ang ini nga women's right halin pa ini sa personal will sa aton females ancestors determination to fight for gender equality. The formalization of these women's rights started during the post-martial law era, meaning sang post-martial era, meaning after sang martial law, when the time ang presidenta si Corazon Aquino, which was the time nga gin-empowered niya pagid ang mga babayi. If wala ginhimo ni Corazon Aquino, until today siguro wala kita mga politicians nga mga babayi nga leader sa aton municipalities or ara sa aton House of Representatives. When the 1987 Constitution declared the equality of women and men before the law. Okay. Women's rights are mandated by the Philippine Constitutions. Women play a vital role in nation building. Correct. Women play a vital role in nation building. Their inclusion in societal structures and processes key to quality and development, meaning the intervention of women have a quality role in the development. Republic Act 7192 or the Women in Development and Nation Building Act stems from this portion of the Constitution. The Act tasked the National Commission on the Role of Filipino Women or NCRFW. It was the original name of PCW or the Philippine Commission on Women, which was renamed in 2009 through Magna Carta of Women. Now the Philippine Commission of Women to assist in ensuring the formulation and nationwide implementation of gender-responsive government policies, programs, and projects. So, si Philippine Commission of Women is responsible ina sila for formulating or implementing sa mga gender-responsive government policies, programs, and projects. The NCRFW is the primary policy-making and coordinating body on women and gender equality concerns. as oversight body on women concerns. The PCW acts as a catalyst for gender mainstreaming, the authority on women's concerns, and lead advocate of women empowerment, gender equity, and gender equality in the country. So, Philippine Commission on Women responsible for promoting gender equality and equity sa atong nation, advocating for women's and empowerment, so sila man ang responsible, and protecting the rights of Philippine women including women migrate. So ginaprotektahan nila not only ang mga rights of Filipino women but also ang mga women nga naga-migrate sa atong bansa. So the PCW is an advisory body of the President Cabinet members on issues concerning gender and development. By forming 6 clusters with civil society partners and government organizations, the PCW address the concerns and issues highlighted in the CEDAW. So, because of or through the 6 clusters with the civil society, ang PCW na-solve nila ang concern issues yung highlight sa CEDAW, which is the cultural, economic, sexual issues that harm to women. The national government then aimed to adopt gender mainstreaming to address gender issues in all aspects of life. So, ang national government eventually gin-adapt nila ang gender mainstreaming in order to solve gender issues in all aspects of life. Executive Order number 348 created the Philippine Development Plan for Women or PDPW for the period of 1989 to 1992. It was the first development plan to integrate women interest. It listed the Philippine objectives for gender mainstreaming and projects until 1992. The Philippine Plan for Gender Responsive Development was later drafted to supplement the when we say PPGD or the Philippine Plan for Gender Responsive Development is a nationwide multi-sectoral policy document that aims to promote full equality development for both women and men. The PPD aims to integrate gender consideration into all sectors of development, ensuring that policies, programs, and projects are designed and implemented with gender lens. Okay. The PPGD considers gender and development mainstreaming as a priority concerns and seek to achieve gender equity in all public programs and politics, as what I have said. It was created to integrate a gender response framework within development plans, policies, budgets, and programs under the Philippine government. The PPGD was adopted as the country's implementing vehicle for Beijing Platform for Action. Like the BPFA, it pays special attention to women difficult circumstances in realizing national policies and programs that affects the women. So, ang PPGD same sa BPA kay ginalantaw if ano ang mga difficult circumstances sa isa ka bansa nga gaapekto sa babaye. Thus, the additional trust on consciousness raising advocacy and affirmative actions are included in the plan.
GED guidelines provide a framework of integrating gender perspective into the development projects and programs, ensuring they are gender responsive and contribute to gender equality and women's empowerment. PCW and the Official Development Assistance Gender and Development Network. The guidelines are a concrete response to Magna Carta on Women, which also call for gender mainstreaming in all government programs and policies. The document outlines the sector-specific implementation of GED respective of gender-responsive planning. Calling attention of the emerging issue on the gender responsiveness, it aims to address women's issue through women economic inclusion and the creation of concrete mechanism for the gender responsive provision of the provision of the previous Philippine Development Plan or PDP. The Women's Age Plan promotes the integration of gender lens into all aspects of planning with the emphasis of the efficient use of annual GED plan for budget by government agencies and local government units. The government has enacted numerous laws and protect Philippine women for gender-specific form of discrimination and violence. Meanwhile, policymakers continue to work. Thank you.
1, 2, 3.
This is the end of our report.
Thank you.